everybody, welcome back. This is MrHardcoreMode where nothing is easy. Welcome back to more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Our Skald, Herald of the Horn, neutral, good, Azata, build, dual-wielding axes kind of dude we're going on. We just got out of the the Ardent Dreams. And apparently, basically the Ardent Dreams is where Shamira goes and he just passes judgment on people. Basically, like a sort of like a city hall of sorts, and they pass false judgment on people. So you're guilty, chat. Just accept it, and yeah, you're guilty. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into this game. Good. We are awesome. Actually, I want to go back inside the building, because there might be people that we want to talk to. Also, there is a teleport. Whoa, there's loot right here? Hell yeah. Wouldn't there be a mission? Ah, there was a side mission. We had a side mission last time. I don't know if I want to continue the main story or do the side mission. I want to continue a little bit of this main mission, because usually the main missions are a little bit easier, and the side missions will get yes. Yeah. Anyway, art of making friends. Secure an audience at the Harem of Ardent Dreams. We already did that. Didn't we do this already? Yeah. We did this. Why is this saying you're in the audience of the Harem of Ardent? Wait, we already did this. Yeah, we can go right now. Game's saying, yo, you need to go back to the Ardent Dreams. No, we did that. Don't we need to speak with, Lazia? Lazia? No, it's... I know. Oh, got here. Notes on a ripped paper. Piece of paper is covered in sloppy writing on both sides. The phrases are incomplete, indicating that someone was taking notes pretty much on the go. Major, and the lamb stew. Demon goddess, former demon lord will swat you without even noticing. Grovel and suck up to her and pray she's in a good mood. Natakula. Our Lady, Queen of the Midnight Isles, rules Alu in general and Shamira in particular. Obey all her orders and never turn your back on her. Alu's steward bangs Nocticula naturally in good standing with her. Want to live in Alu, you better respect her. Allies, alright. Demon Lord rules the Rasping Rifts. Nocticula's ally for now made some deal with her. Now his servant are all over the midnight. So basically, this is somebody doing notes over a trial. You know how there's always that one person literally typing everything that's going on, something like that. Yeah, that's basically what's going on. Business lady of the Ardent Dreams. I wouldn't fuck. Could kill me in 2 minutes. Peace out. What we need to do is we need to go over to her place, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Still got my dragon, even though my dragon's not supposed to be here. I want to fight people in here, but I can't do that right now. Would need to talk to that person in order to start a fight. Not do.
Head on.
Hers. Tough-looking demon with a rough, cruel face, hands of a seasoned warrior greet you with a grin. Looking to buy slaves, eh? Me? I've just sold off the shipment captured during the last raid. I'm Kurz, captain of the Bloody Bitch. Who are you? Who am I? I'm Kurz, known by some of Kurz Got Stabbed, captain of the legendary Blood Bitch. Most famous damn pirate in the Midnight Isles. You must be a landlubber who never set foot aboard that ship. You haven't heard of me. Do you know Elora? That nutjob? Ha! Her entire crew must be wimps and weaklings if you haven't slit such a leader's throat or fed her to the Ishire's beast yet. Can't help but notice that despite Kurz's dramatic bravado, a spark of fear gleams in his eyes. Tell me more about being a pirate. You already have wings of your own. Why don't you need a flying ship? Sure, and what do you propose I do with all this loot carrying on my back? What about the slaves that we tucked in the cargo hold? Tell me about your vessel. Oh, I'm just gonna skim down. Here. How many ships have you plundered? Okay, so you just tell Sterling tales. You mentioned often ship him. I don't know if I should attack this fact. And I could literally just say I don't like you and then just fight him. Why would I do that though? Oh, fuck it. I don't like you. I think I'll kill you. Of course you're gonna have friends. Of course you're gonna. Of course you're gonna have friends. Oh, I kind of wish you came with us.
I will resist.
Okay, alright, see? That's how I see it. Okay, so he's got displacement on. Fails to displace, of course.
Retreat is not an option.
You can do better than that. We'll just hit him. Okay. Out his deity's name. Didn't work, but tough.
Die!
Please help me.
Damn.
The plan.
Yeah, he is the main problem. We're gonna get our ass whooped. We're gonna get our ass whooped. Well, let's not bother. Well, we could probably win if we just buffed each other and then just got in. Yeah, we'll do that. Actually, No, no, let's kick his ass. It's just 4 people. Here? Hey. Side. Beat his ass. And move forward. Oop. Got some people without wisdom and somebody with negative levels. Got that, don't. Probably best not to.
Head on.
Talk to him? I'll go to the Nexus. Let's go ahead and go to sleep. Take care of whatever sort of necessities we need. And should be. I don't know why I went up there. Yo, Ghost, what's up? Good to have you. Oh. Camera, there. I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep. It's going pretty good, and thanks for the subs.
I can't be your friend anymore, you got that? I don't even know how to be friends with people, it's not my thing.
Nobody knows how to be friends at first. And then you find some friends and you learn. Want to try again?
Ember's trying to be so nice. But yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I am looking forward to whatever avenue I take coming up next. So you'll be there for that. So glad I didn't bring those slaves over to that one man, because they would have got caught. Stick with the same team. Yes. We didn't get healed for the wisdom and stuff. Are you serious right now? We didn't even get healed for the negative levels. What is happening to this game? Okay, take him out. Take out anybody that's even me. Take out myself. What is this? What is this? Taking you out, bringing you in. I'm taking you out. I'm you. Grey Boar, I need to heal you. Let's see. Yes. Also, I made my camera look much better today. Haven't noticed. Oh my gosh, it was looking. This is a difference between A and B. Yeah, camera looks much better. Middle. Actually, Darren, you go into the middle. There. You be up in front with your horde. There, is that good? Yeah, that's good.
No reason to pause.
You'll take horse. Setup. And the
I welcome your company.
do
Magritio, Turinos.
rid of it. Oh god. On him.
Magritio, Turinos.
Serious right now? Okay, alright. Actual restoration. Restoration greater. Do restoration.
Magritio,
You definitely need it. Plus 16 wisdom? That's how much wisdom you lost? Jeez.
Magritio, Turino.
Man. That's a lot of wisdom to lose. 11 wisdom? Wow, what did they hit me with? Truck?
Magritio, Turinos.
Got his levels back, he got his Okay. So lesser one is a little bit of trash. Save right there.
I lead. You.
I'll come back for this guy. I'll come back for you. Trust me. Okay, she said she was maybe? I don't want to put any buffs at the moment. Wait. Okay, so that guy definitely wants to fight. I'll take that fight, but I honestly want to find... Go. Okay. Like we have to go that way. Wait a minute. Didn't I go this way before? Those demons weren't there before. Yeah, those demons were not there before. Alright, let's buff up.
Skip the pleasantries.
Come with me. Range DPS over there. Tank over here.
Vinimosi Travisi.
Okay, let's go ahead with...
Amorane Sentes. Amranda Gratior.
Go.
You're a good person. I like you.
The waiting's never fun.
Ona Adayan.
Soot is restless. I wonder why.
Let's move already.
See. You. You.
Rules are made to be broken.
We'll see.
Amorane Sentes. Amorane Sentes.
Oh. The magic weapon.
Vinimosi I'm losing my temper.
Here. Bring you with me. Everybody. Everybody. I ain't playing around anymore.
A bright future awaits.
Lee. That up. Go. You.
This waiting bores me.
Think we're good. And go ahead and turn on. Okay.
Let's make this quick.
Let's do this. How many people are fighting? Many people are fighting. Are we gonna do spiked growth? Or are you gonna do sicken? See, we got a bard over there, a butcher, a dominator. Go ahead with. Careful, as it freeze in place. Yeah, these are not monsters, so we can't really do it. You didn't do it. Okay, that's great. Oh, that's fine. Like they're flat-footed. You know what? I'm taking that. Destroy the bard. Yikes! That's my girl. She's good. She is set up. Raged citizen.
To the fray.
Not be. Why are you not on your horse? So many questions right now.
Guide my
And why can't you do a move? That is such a bug. That is such a bug. Slave who's sweeping. Oh. Arm.
I will resist.
That one.
Good night.
Oh, you're gonna hit. Oh, you're gonna hit. Oh, okay. All right. No. Actually, kind of pissed about that. Touch. Don't worry, hun. You took care of it. You're the real MVP.
no glory without risk.
Go ahead and fast forward it. Summoning's doing some moves. Where am I right now? Let's see, let's do a dazzling display. Affected by that? I don't think so.
Simply business.
Come on! Ugh, these checks. Why? Combat XP cease, 2 weapon fighting, and power attack. That's why you're losing. That's why you're not. Okay. So, take off power attack. Lowest right now.
Prepare yourself.
Take on this guy. Why are you missing? Tell us. Deadly aim. Killing you. We're gonna figure this out. Say... Oh, they all succeeded in that. How did you get a turn? What the fuck? You already had a turn. What in the... Are you sickened? Ugh. Woman... killing me. How did that happen? Let's see.
It's your time to cease to exist. Just like in training.
Go ahead with this guy.
Guide my hand.
Go ahead with one of these. Nope. At me now, huh? If that's the plan? Get on your damn horse, woman. That one.
Let's hear you cry.
Hit. Alright, so your hits. Let me see them. Power attack is killing you. So let's take off power attack.
You're in my way.
Nice sneak attack. There we go. Now we're getting hits in here.
Make your peace.
Nice hit. Yep. She can kill these because she's got proficiency in them. There we go. Well done. Another notch in my belt. That's what I'm talking about.
The world's not ending just yet.
Every battle I'm gonna that I win, I'm gonna play that music every time.
Miss me already?
Let's see. They went straight for my girl.
We'll make things right.
Well, and heal a little bit.
Welcome your company.
I forget he got
Fun.
what?
No one stands in my way.
Go ahead and collect the loot. They so graciously gave it for free. Let's see. Ambient Bard. Car. Studded leather. Check out this loot. Studded leather number 2. But out of the ordinary. Got a lot of these. Yeah. Loot is loot. Yeah, those guys were not there before. Is this a door? No, it's not. Something over here. To the Grim Mansion. Go into here. Let's quick save.
Move out.
Look like a mansion. Looks like a. Ooh, yes. I'll take some diamond dust.
Head on.
They're a trap. Why not? How big is this map? That big.
Practice makes perfect.
I don't know why the game's being all laggy now.
Precisely.
Apparently, you're not good at disarming, which is weird because you're an assassin.
I'll do as you tell me.
Greybor can't pick locks. Greybor, what kind of assassin are you?
This war must end.
Ember, can you do it? Oh, wait. Aru can do it. Totally forgot.
Please, forgive me.
I will not forgive you. Open the door.
I finished here.
Thank you.
Is there more?
Or the chests. There's more for you to do.
Trusting you.
My slave, I mean girlfriend.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Smoothie. Anyway. Let's see this cloak. Cloak of Resistance 5. Wow. You know what? I'm giving that to you because it matches your... Okay. Why do you look like that? You know what? We're keeping that. Let's see. Take this one off. I want you to have this one because we do damage to you. And we'll have... There are... where suffers back rolls and however the word gets like no. Crash. Speed. Rolls. Ability spell. Figure it out later. But he's allowed in. Hey, I don't know what's going on. This is not a mansion. Wait, we're done? Okay, we're done. Spot over there. Makes the portal up. I need to go upwards? Just checking around, seeing if there's anything that I might have missed. I don't see any other place to go. I thought the flesh markets was where I needed to be. Let's see. Attend the rupture of... Oh my god. Was I looking at the wrong mission? It's okay. It's cool. I beat somebody's ass and got some loot, so that I feel good. I'm trying to do some more voice acting. Let me do some more voice acting. I will go up to take this portal to lights. Oh no, Terrace of Favored Mistresses. I think that. Took you a minute. Just go back to... Nope, that's not her place. Her place is right upstairs. There you go. Okay, this is gonna be weird. Alexia's demeanor has changed since the last time you saw her. She looks at you with a mixture of boredom and irritation. When she greets you, her friendliness no longer seems genuine, but forced and insincere. Here is our long-awaited guests. The performance is about to begin. And there is so much new talent here today. I wonder if any of them will entertain me. She looks directly at you as she makes this last remark. What entertainment have you prepared for your guests? Voice carries a note of resentment. And here I thought you were here to entertain me, not the other way around. Alexia claps her hands imperiously, and one of the performers begins to sing a heartfelt ballad in a deep, velvetly voice. Alexia looks tired and her eyes are full of sadness. There's a wistful note in her voice as she asks, "Tell me, how did you end up? You are not one of us. Our ways are foreign to you. Why did you come to our world?" What do you think is going on? His voice is grim. This is the finale. Oh man, sorry. Let's do this again. Okay, alright. This is the finale. The performance is about to end. As I've already told you, Alexia's temper is volatile, and now you can see the proof of my words. She has grown tired of her new Galorian companion, and will unleash her anger upon you at any moment. If you can surprise her, you might buy yourself some time. Otherwise, you should be prepared for a fight. We are now in this wild creature's lair, and our enemies have us cornered. She'll get bored if I say goodness and light in the dark place. She'll get bored if I say it's what my queen ordered me. She'll get bored if I say you invaded my world. Now you will reap what you've sown. And she will not respond well with, I am not prepared to answer such a complex question. I think chaotic here is good. I came here because I wanted to. Sounds slightly annoyed. You know your lightheartedness and carefree attitude were so charming until you began to bore me with your superficiality. Demon interrupts the ballad with an impatient claps of hands. The singer quails beneath her imperious gaze and hurries away. Another performer steps forward. A jester. Here's another one for you, distinguished guests. How many mortars would it take to paint this manor? Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, depends on how hard they throw them at the walls. That's wailing was starting to annoy me. What do we have next? Oh, another fool has decided to entertain me with jokes. Well, as far as I'm aware, laughing at cripples and the misfortune is popular on Galorian as well. You ask me, it's a primitive form of entertainment. Still, you mortals seem to enjoy it, even though you try to pretend yourselves different from us as creatures of vice and evil. Now that I'm thinking about it, what is the difference between demons and Galorian? It would take a philosopher to answer your question. Enough! You always avoid giving me the straight answer. Why are you so afraid? Are you worried that you might look stupid and shallow if you answer? Well, I'm about to disappoint you. You already look stupid and shallow. Snaps her fingers in irritation, and magic sparks. I told you she was going to get upset. The performer who was unlucky enough to provide the evening's entertainment begins to scream with pain. Their bodies change shape. Densely in color, in a matter of moments, they have been completely transformed into a set of whimsically decorated furniture. The pieces of furniture creak sadly as if lamentating their bitter fate. Oh. Face contorts violently, her beauty disappears, and her face transforms into something wild and animalistic. Her jaws expand, revealing her horrible teeth. Gods, kill him! If you can't amuse me in any other way, at least you can entertain me with a fight. Wow. So that's the oh my gosh, I fucked up kind of thing. Okay. Go with the side of good. Let's go with our good side. Because it seems like she actually legitimately has a question, but she's so messed up in her own mind that... Are you serious right now? What is this? That was a quick save. Where's the autosave? What? The autosave is? What? Why is it over... What? I'm so... Didn't I do a quick save before I went into her house? No? Alright. I thought I did. I actually like this girl, this character, Alexia, but she's not really voice acted. Go to here. I'll go up there, I will save, and then I'll go inside. So previously, this demon, this very, very old demon, is intrigued by Galorians, but she seems so philosophical about everything that it's hard to say anything with her. It's really hard. Yeah, it's really hard to say much. Yo, why are you in the back? You're supposed to be in the front. What? Why, Grey Boar? Why are you up here? What? This is that bullshit I'm talking about. I'm like, yo, didn't I have you guys assigned a certain way? You're right there. You're right there. Jeez. So weird. So let's do an F5 right here. Have any... You know what, we don't even need to do this, because we're not gonna fight her. That's the plan. That's the plan. I'm starting to suspect that you are losing interest in our conversations. Throws a wilted glance and mutters something under her breath before she answers. In that case, you should act fast before you lose what remains of my interest. Claps her hands apparently. Yep, know about this. Tell me, how did you end up here in the Abyss? You are not one of us. Our ways are foreign to you. Why did you come to our world? Bring goodness and light to this dark place. A small, tired smile appears on her lips. What heroic self-sacrifice, and so much pathos. You are still so young. The demon interrupts the ballad with an impatient, oh, I see what this character is! She has done so much bad In so much, she is an old demon. She is an old demon, and she has done literally basically everything that you would think of as a demon and more. And she has many more years to come. And she's just so tired of the demon life that she wants to experience something else. And now this is why she's so philosophical. And when she hears something actually good, it kind of warms her up a little bit. Because she's so used to this lifestyle for years and years on years. She's yeah. Like this bard right here, this poet that made a joke about killing people, she started getting annoyed because, usually demons would probably laugh about killing people. She's just annoyed. Now I get it. There is a light and mercy in our souls. Raise her hand dismissively. You really think you are the first Galorian I've ever met? There is a much darkness in our souls as there is in ours. You cannot pretend that your kind is unacquainted with the sins and vices that bring demons such delight. Don't bore me with your religious propaganda. Jester. A third one. Cut off your wings, put you in chains, and teach you obedience. May death take you, despicable beast. Thy will prevail. Wait, is that an angel? Are you watching a fight right now? Alexia rolls her eyes in exasperation, and her voice is unpleasantly shrill. Deep down, I'm beginning to wonder if you are worth my time. Why should I desire your company? What more do you have to offer? Yeah, definitely the first one. Not chaotic, not evil. Maybe this one. That is a question you must ask for yourself. That's a very good one. I like that one. 5 and 1 are pretty much the only ones that are really good choices. That is a question you must ask yourself, answer for yourself. Oh, no, that was literally, oh god. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. That was so good. What are you talking about? Come on. That was good. Gabe's like, no, she didn't like that. I really don't want to fight all these demons, honestly. I really don't. I want to see if I can do this at the righteousness. That. Okay, that was good. So, because I can guide you to the light. Her lips twist into a mocking, cynical smile. So you really are a naive. Have you decided? What's the expression? Save me with your love? How utterly ridiculous. She snaps her fingers in irritation, and magic sparks fly from her fingertip. The performers who were unlucky enough to provide the evening's entertainment begin to scream with pain. Their bodies change shape, density, and color. In a matter of moments, they have completely transformed into whimsically decorated furniture. You are all now lazy boys. You are all lazy boys now. Clearly tired of you and the polite words of she forces out from between her clenched teeth. Do a poor job of hiding her frustration. I must admit that our time together has brought me a certain degree of amusement. However, I do not intend for us to meet again. I ask that you take this humble gift as a sign of my affection, in fond memory of the pleasure our conversations used to provide. Look at his hands, you an elegant piece of jewelry. This is one of my latest creations. It has an intelligent mind of its own. Clearly, certainly far more clever and sophisticated than many living creatures I know. The jewelry will identify the most important traits and features of it. Then it will enhance those abilities. It is a rare and valuable gift, and I hope you appreciate its worth. Now, I must ask you to leave. I have grown tired of your company. No! No! I don't want to go! I do trickery or demonic path. Show Finian to Valexia. You know anything about this? Was this your doing? Oh, Finian? She narrows her eyes as she examines Finian. You really think I would release such a poor craftsmanship into the world? Words fail me. However, I've seen work like this before. It was done by an incompetent, untalented individual who called himself Bladesmith. He showered me with compliments and asked to be my apprentice, but in truth, he just wanted to. Needless to say, I refused him in no uncertain terms. Well, let's see what he managed to learn on his own. It looks like he lacked the skills to copy any transfer spells, and he clearly had no idea what he was doing. This is disgustingly crude work. The soul didn't fill the shape completely. Part of it is still lost somewhere. To tell you more, I'll need to disassemble this sample. Don't even think about it. You demons are always looking for a reason to start dismembering people. You are here to fight instead of talk. I'd be more than a match for you, sweetheart. You'd have a tough time taking me down. Undominable, its mind seems flawed too. The bladesmith should have called himself the Blunger. Bungler? Because that would have been more accurate. Just look at this. He was clearly incapable of selecting the right kind of soul and transforming its property. What a waste of material. So basically, somebody put a soul inside the blade that I had, but it was crudely made. I see. Should I do the good path? Lift the spell from the unfortunate people. Turn into. Free them all. Now. Gives you a cold stare. She lifts her chin hotly and mutters around clenched teeth. If I do as you demand, what will happen to my manor? Have you considered that? I've been collecting furniture this way for millennia. Now you want me to leave my house and bare the walls with trapped rooms? What unthinkable nonsense. He trembles with rage. Were it not for the commander, I would have chopped your head off. Turning living creatures into things it's the worst of all crimes. I'm not gonna attack her. I actually kinda like her. Thank you for your time. I enjoyed our meetings. Now I must go. Looks at you with barely concealed annoyance, but she forces herself to smile politely. Our dates are unforgettable, and now I ask you to as soon as possible. Man, I like her. She is the one demon Alexia granted you patronage. Though her interest did not last long, this affair has still brought you recognition and the fear of respect of Alu, many residents. I must ask you to be honest with me. Do you like all the attention? Hmm. kind of like this whole attention that I have with her, so I'm not gonna lie. I don't enjoy being feared, but I do like being respected. I could choose not to discuss it at all. I don't want to say I remember my duty, that's too lawful. I don't want to discuss this. And that is your right, but I also have the right to seek the answers to my questions. Well, you're still not going to get an answer, so suck it up, Buttercup. Can I have this furniture right here? No? Okay. Dang, I like her. Valexia was pretty cool. She's in like this whole sort of like I've done everything that I wanted to do, and my life is not even close to being done. And she just wants to find a different life, a different path. If they added like a voice with her and added an actual portrait of her, I would probably have definitely romanced her in the game. If I could. Would definitely have liked that. That would have been really nice. Okay, what is the new loot that I just got? Lexia's Magnifying Amulet. +5 natural armor enhancement bonus to armor class. It also grants its wearer a +2 bonus to the score. Wait, did it just... So if I take this off... 28, but if I put this on, Charisma goes up by +1. Ooh! Woo! Talking about. That is what I'm talking about. I think this is the perfect time to talk. Wait, didn't I already change it into a battle axe? Oh, this is the touch of flaw. There we go. I was confused for a second. I was like, what? Okay, so 2 battle axes right there. I think the battle axe just changed. Nice. Alright. Still wielding 2 battle axes. Quick save right there. Okay, so what's next on the agenda? I really did like that. Ah, yes. So I was able to do that. Go to the Heart of Mystery, and an unknown masked commander to go to the place called the Heart of Mystery, promising that the creation would be revealed there. Is this a trap, somewhere stupid joke, or is this truly something of value or of hidden? Find traces of the spinner. Shadows. The spinner visited. The layers known den of sweet horror may contain a valuable clues that will point to her situation, reflecting the habits of the den. Okay, let's do this one right here. Deal with the red mask. Serious villain known with... La 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 la. Rising the chaotic. Succeed in her efforts. Go. The lower city. Hey. Hey. Keep on doing side missions until I get stronger. The plan. What is the name of the mission, by the way? Mercy. Mercy. There we go. So glad that they added that, because I would be looking everywhere. Sometimes the journal just doesn't give you enough information on where you need to go. They'll just be like, let me tell you a story about this quest. And I'm like, okay. And that's the end of the story. I'm like, you didn't tell me where I need to go. And then that one little word in the journal will be like, the lower city. I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank you. That's all I need to know. I need to come here. Bears. Bears. I want to take all of these. I got the money. Move to... First disease. Orange, sure. Give me exactly what I want. I woke up this morning and was like, man, I really need these acorns. Behold, that's what they got. Let's start with spoons for whatever reason. A rumbling falchion. Thundering falchion grants its wearer a +5 competence. Nice. Whenever the wielder of this falchion succeeds at a sunder armor maneuver, get a +1 circumference bonus to AC for 1 round. And when the wielder attempts to leave action, they don't get the regular -2. Whoa! I should give that to Trevor. Oh, that's good. That's real good. Real. Getting a good return. Getting a real good return. Other armor. Lots of other armor. Just. Relax, we don't. Breaker. I'm keeping the hammer. The hammer stays with me. Crossbow bolt. Spoon. Why do I have 12 severed demon heads in my pocket? Darren? Darren! Explain. Punching daggers +2? No, got better punching daggers. Man, I got a lot of this. So much loot. I'm trying to figure out whether or not I should keep all this. Chainmail can go. Protection +1, that can go. We don't do protection +1. We're in the 3s now, baby. X, nope. Good return. Good return. Okay, I don't think as I don't think this demon has stuff that I sold. Yeah. Hey, yeah, that's right. Oh, anybody I know? A lot of slaves in here. Let me quick save before I have to do that stuff. And I'm not doing that over. Either go outside, there's a spot over here, let's go here. But I don't think so. Commoner without a shirt. Normal. I already know that spot. There? Been there. Man, when I get out of this demon world, it is gonna feel so weird. I'm gonna be like, where's all the purple at? What happened? My eyes are gonna have to adjust to the... That's right. I think I'm going down. Yeah, we're going down. There. This leads me up there, but I don't need to go that way. The beggar. Place open up at all if I change the way the map looks? No? No, I don't think so. It's more slaves and more commoners. Okay. Sorry if I'm spinning the map around. Just look away. Just look away until I find this mission. I'm so sorry. Look away. Pretty sure I did a mission that led over.
Onwards.
Yep, you're still here for some dumb. I've already been there. I've already been here. Oh, cool. So, more citizens. That stairs right over there? Stairs. How do I get up there? You know what? I'm not even gonna try to figure that out. This is the very beginning. I do not think that... Ugh. This bleeds back to the Nexus. Now, where is this person?
Move out.
This mission is really kind of pissing me off a little bit. Let's just head back. Mission is called Mercy. Mysterious villain. Red Mass of the lower city is unlikely. Efforts. Yep, we're supposed to be in the lower city. Okay, so find it. Why does that horse come with rocket boosters? Explain yourself. I don't know. I don't know. I already went over there. Checking here. It's somebody I need to talk. Oh! Probably need to talk to. Oh. Oh, Red Mask is right there, just chilling in the corner over here. Yo. The woman in the red mask grimly examines a cloudy glass and its equally cloudy content. She doesn't seem to notice you, but when the silence drags on, she grinds out. Get lost, I'm not looking for a drinking companion. Why did you send assassins after Ledbrook? The woman smiles bitterly and removes her mask, revealing unmistakable features of Azamar. But what once was surely a beautiful face has been disfigured by terrible scars. I knew it. I know what's going to happen. I knew it. I knew something was up. As soon as she said she was an Azamar, I'm like, let me guess, this man isn't protecting Azamars. This is why I chose not to bring the Azamars to him, because he's a frickin' liar. That wretch deserves the worst death imaginable. When the demons abducted and enslaved me, Ledbrook brought me and my fellow captives. I thought myself saved, but I was wrong. The worst was yet to come. The things he did to us, I cannot describe them. He destroyed our bodies and our souls. His sick mind is full of filthy, perverse desires, and he acted them out on us. It was a miracle I managed to escape. Could have left the abyss, but it feels as if Ledbrook has sown the seeds of his madness in my soul. I refuse to spread his sickness to other places, happier places. Let his evil perish here in the abyss, utterly and without a trace. The hand's voice trembles with barely concealed anger. She does not lie. Her heart aches with the desire for retribution. Ledbrook is a liar and a traitor, and he must answer for his misdeed. Champion must go back and see that he faces justice for his crimes. Looks on the red mask and with confusion. Curse this wench. I could have sensed the evil within him. Azamar, a child of light. How could he have done such monstrous things? Red mask seems to soften slightly in the face of Seela's distress. It's not surprising you didn't sense the rot in his heart. Ledbrook has learned how to conceal his true nature. None of his suspected him either, even though some of my companions, misfortune, were skilled at sensing evil in many forms. Ember's eyes fill with tears. It's terrible. What did he do to you? The woman flashes a cynical grin. I am not pretty enough for you. Are you afraid? Yes, I'll never be called a beauty. No, it's not about beauty or anything else. He stole from you. I'm scared of what he's given you. He shared his pain and you took rot and grew. There's a thorny tangle of suffering in your heart. You're impaled on its spikes. What did he do? Why is he doing this? Because he is a madman. A blood-soaked lunatic, straight remnant of a holy savior. A psychopath. A filth deviant whose sick desires can only be sated by the suffering of his victim. What happened to you after you escaped? I have walked the path of vengeance since the Galistria patron goddess of all who has been wronged, has shown me I must dedicate myself to this path. I am the retribution that stalks villains in the night. Oh, she's the Dark Knight. Okay, she's Batman. Paints the darkness red. It makes the streets ring with their painful screams as I end their miserable lives. Okay, not so much Batman now. He deserves a fitting punishment. I will help you. Then go to his home and pay the man for his many sins. I will be waiting for you there. I will fall upon the deviant like the blade of vengeful itself. Together we will ensure that he pays for his crimes in his life. With his life. Anne's voice is pensive and sorrowful. I weep for her. I see how open and pure her heart once was, a shining beacon of kindness and mercy. But the pain and torments that befell her made her cruel. Anger burns within her. She is no longer knows what is good and what is not. I cannot and will not judge her. I mourn the innocent. Okay. I knew something was wrong with the house, because the house was bigger than it appeared. Also, a man looking for Azamars saying like, yo, you should bring Azamars over here, bro. I'll protect the Azamars. And I'm like, how are you going to protect the Azamars? How? How? I'd like to, we need to go to, right? Flesh markets. Yes. I knew something was wrong because his house was, basically his house was way bigger than it was. So if we go downstairs or into the other room, we're probably gonna see some fucked up shit. Yeah. It is what it is. Hold on, Miss Butt. I will kill this meatball soon. Not now. Soon. And when it happens, I will feel so good. My eyes will, like, dilate back and I will be like, finally. It's not him. I can kill him. I can kill that man. But his minions are everywhere. Everywhere. Hold on, guys. Get to work. Okay. Before we go in there,
Battles await.
see what we got.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Go in with a little bless. Go in with a fire.
Rely on me.
Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi.
Oop, my eye.
I'm losing my temper.
Oh.
I shall not be swayed from my path.
Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Esmu, Axel, yes.
Oh, you got D-leveled. Hold on, we can fix that. Hold on. I didn't notice that you had a negative level. Take care of those straight away.
Everyone is mortal in this world, especially when I'm around.
How do these last? That's for 10. Give a charisma bonus to yourself. Give... Nope, we'll hold on to that. No, we're not holding anything. Let's give strength.
about is restless.
Allow
A
me.
bright
wonder
future
why.
awaits.
Amaranda
This. That's me.
Mosi Travisi.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
No one stands in my way.
That should be good enough. We go in there, take care of this frickin' sick bastard. Why would you put that on, sir? Looking even paler than before, Laverick greets you in a trembling voice. Did you stop her? Is Red Mask still a threat to us? I know everything about you and your highly unusual tastes. It is not my fault. I did not want this weakness, but it gnaws at me from the inside. I know what I'm doing is wrong, but there is nothing. So you held that. So you lied to me? And now that I know, you're acting like the victim. Nah, son. But it gnaws at me from the inside. But I swear I was kind to those girls, and the rest of the time, it was I who saved them. Yeah, sure. There is a wound festering in your soul. It hurts, but you cannot share this pain with anyone, or your friends would turn away. Which is why you set out to make friends yourself. Them, Ember points at the Aasimar woman. But this isn't your true friendship. You are still lonely and still hurting. I feel sorry for you. Oh, look, an Aasimar celestial blood who turned out to be a twisted monster. What an utterly unexpected phenomenon. Shall we kill him? This deviant makes me seem almost benign in comparison. I loathe coming second a time. I loathe coming second to anyone. I like how he knows. Time has come, you will answer for your crimes. Oh, she's here. Oh, pointing at you, son. With a show of impeccable timing, Red Mask drops from the rafters, looking like a remorseless spirit of vengeful incarnate. She lands in front of the ashen-faced Ladvik, and in a harsh, damning voice proclaims, "The hour of retribution is at hand, scum! You will pay for each and every one of your crimes!" No, don't touch me! Oh, what? There was a secret room? No way! The evil never go unpunished. What? No way! You had a secret room? I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. Chat, I didn't know. All new to me. My little birds, protect me from this varmin. They'll come to enslave you once again.
Let's have some fun.
Oh, this is fucked up.
Amaranda Gratio.
Oh, you're gonna do strength checks? Okay.
I will resist.
Okay. That's fine. What it comes down to, huh? Are you gonna do the move or no? Okay, dispel.
Simply business. Pay attention.
I see that. Oh, it's an Aasimar with scars all over her face. That's messed up. Leave those We're gonna leave those Aasimars alone. We're gonna try to leave them alone. Okay. No, keep that same energy, my guy. Keep that same energy. So gonna hit you.
Inheritor, guide my blade.
Fails to dispel literally everything. Because holes. Difficulty, I rolled a 19. So it failed. Passed a level check. The 19. No, I rolled a 4, so I need to roll higher. Come on, better rolls now. Come on.
It's your time to cease to
There we go.
exist.
That's it. Oh. Hit them, don't hit them.
Prepare yourself.
Ugh. Let's see. AC. Didn't quite work.
Into the fray.
Oh, that's the game you're gonna play. Okay. Dude, I'm gonna get through it to you. Just let me dispel your stuff. What in the world is this? Look at this, chat. Look at this. He's got all this stuff, and the game just said fail. I rolled a 9. I have a modifiers of 15. Rolled a 24. So why are my rolls so low every time, though? It's fine. It's cool. Once I roll at least a, say, like, got a modifier of 15. I rolled, like, at least a 12, 13, something up there, I'll be able to go through. It's just a it's okay. Just let it go. How this game rolls. Like that.
You're in my way.
Got him.
Desna, guide my hand.
What about you? Go all the way down. Rapid shot. Evil Eye AC helped out a little bit. Bring another one. On saving throw.
The light. Take you.
Gosh, I swear.
You had your chance.
Just let me hit you. Just let it flow. Just let it flow. I don't want her to die.
The plan went awry.
Plan definitely went awry because the games just literally won't let me dispel anything.
Make your peace.
Hate this. Hate him. Do another evil eye. A 1? Thank you, hun. Thank you so much.
The inheritor, guide my
19 even missed. 19. Oh my gosh. Well, are you gonna do another one? Okay, you dispelled shield and heroism greater, so you're doing a little bit better. A little bit. Will grants the parries. They're fine.
I will resist.
Bro, just get hit. It'll be much easier if you just stop resisting. Okay. Overcame it. No way. Didn't know that was gonna happen. No, no, no. Somebody else with it. Such a... I'm over here trying to click on this man. And I hit somebody else. Are you serious right now? I could have sworn I hit him. Yeah, I'm looking at a screen on the other monitor. The game's like, yeah, you hit him, and I'm like, then game, what the heck, man? What the heck? Well, let me get it. I'm wondering, I'm hoping that if we go in here,
in my way.
that if I don't kill the Azamars, then they'll be alive. That's what I'm hoping for. Well, I don't know why the game's being weird. My whole PC just went weird. Okay, that's weird.
Precision is the difference
I
between
don't
a
know.
professional and the
Battles
butcher.
await.
Taken. We got enough buff. Actually, no, we don't have enough buff.
Your company.
Because apparently, you're missing. Stop missing. Do that for me. Please. I feel like I didn't do enough buffs or debuffs. Here, that's much better. Go ahead. Yeah.
Let's have some fun.
Oh, you're gonna hit my dragon. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna hit my dragon. That's the plan. Okay, alright. Thanks for letting me know.
Simply business.
God, this game is so unforgiving.
I will resist.
Nice. Right off the bat, hit him. Hit him with something.
Die!
Good.
Into
Don't worry. Oh, we got a piece. We got a piece. Forget about the Azamars. They don't matter. Girl, since that AC. Get that AC. 6 to 9? Yeah, sure. We're not. Yeah, cool. Guess we do have to kill the Azamars.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Hit. Nice.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah, we gotta kill the Azamars. It is what it is. Sorry, Azamars. It is what it is.
Let's hear you cry.
Sonic will always do damage.
The Inheritor, guide my
Oh
blade.
god. Oh god, I hate you. I will hit you. There we go. Thank you, strange woman. Got a hit.
Desna, guide my hand.
Come on. Nice. Keep hitting.
Run them through.
Oh my gosh, I'm only gonna get you.
The light, take you.
Stop being this way. Reduction. Thanks. Got your ass! Thank you, Ember! That's what I'm talking about! Yazmar screams desperately, smearing tears and blood across his aristocratic face. I'm begging you, spare me! This disgusting trait, this addiction, it makes me hate myself. I was weak, but I swear I will no longer allow my weakness to harm anyone. Bring me to justice if you wish, but spare me from my vengeance. Haru gasps in bitterness and indignation. The blood of heaven runs in your veins, while others break themselves striving to be better, nobler, brighter. All those things were given to you by fate. You were born blessed, and this is how you squander that blessing? This is worse than mere folly. This is blasphemy. How dare you? Oh, you even got Haru to say how dare you. Dang, she don't do that. Darren glaring at Ladverick as if we brought the right people for this mission, by the way. You were a particularly disgusting insect abruptly cuts off the succubus. Yes, he is a traitor, a blasphemer, an irredeemable scum. Stop lecturing him and do what is you want to do. Remember that you are a demon. True, this final moments into rapturous agony. We can see you are eager, so please go ahead. No one will judge you. He doesn't deserve any easy passing. The succubus looks at Darren with dismay. No, I am not going to do that. I hate him, but I promised I would change. I don't want to be like him. That is true. I would choose the lawful version and just look at the Azamar woman who's like, he's yours. Deal with him as you see fit. trickster path must be hilarious. I don't know what I'm gonna pick. It's either finish him off, or let him go, he's yours. Or good. All three of these are... Oh. I want us to be better than him. I do. But the Azamar deserves vengeance. But is that who we are? Is this what we're looking for? This is hard to choose. And then finishing him off, I mean, yeah, but... I don't know what to choose, chat. I'm conflicted. I'm just gonna close my eyes and just choose whatever it is we got. Just kill him? Well, turns out I don't want to do the chaotic path, so... Closer to this one. But I'm on the path of neutral good. If we do lawful, I'm not immediately gonna go into lawful good, but... Well then what are we gonna do with him? If we're gonna let him live, then why are we here? What's the point? You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Let's see. However, bring me to justice if you wish, but spare me from your vengeance. Do not put him to death. Should be better than him. Thank you. I swear I won't hurt anyone, and not anyone. I will pray to Saren Ray to cleanse my soul of this terrible weakness. And she's gonna kill him. Told you. The mask interrupts Livix, babbling with a swift strike that slits the Azamar's throat. His blood sprays in a wide arc. Had the villain survived, the Avenger's furious words would surely have finished him off. You fell for his lies about justice, and were about to spare the waste of his flesh? This vile wretch? No, you must pay for his atrocities. Without a further ado, the Avenger bends over Latverk. She stands again. She is holding the bloody strip of skin that used to be the Azamar's face. The woman takes off her mask and smiles with satisfaction. He took away my beauty, now I'm taking his. Oh god. The red mask stretches Ledver's face over her own, fixing it in place with a handful of barbed hooks. Drives into her own flesh. Wow. Rivulets of blood run down the woman's neck, giving her a grotesque and terrifying appearance. You will take care of these young women, and I will take my leave. This corrupt city is full of scum whose wrongdoings remain unpunished. I will bring retribution to each and every one of them. Red Mask's laughter echoes eerily through the cellar's vaults, full of excitement and the lust for blood that can only be sated by more brutal killing. Wow. Wow, yeah. Did a noble thing when you did not abandon the weak in their hour of need. Have my deepest respect. Go to my camp. Safe passage there. The young Azamar woman exchanges glances, then nods gratefully to you. Huddled together. Oh, they're back up? Oh, I guess they're back up. So you can just beat the crap out of them. Determination to look after one another and find a way out of this terrible... And I got a whole bunch of people I'm trying to save out here. Oh. She just went full Batman. What kind of kookery is that? We'll look at that in a minute, chat. That's a kookery of kookeries right there. is this book? Not worried about the roaring flames of devouring the roses. The petals of the flowers darken, curled up, and finally turn to ash. The moment of utter pain and ugliness that comes before final serene serenity. Burning idols seem to grimace, cry, laugh, and turn their fiery gaze upon me. The heat grows unbearable, but I dare not turn my eyes from this sacred fire, admiring its every precious moment while my eyes still serve me. Laymen will call me a vandal. They'll say that I destroyed a priceless piece of art because I hated everything beautiful, but do not believe that. I loved the temple more than my life, and I lit it with the fires that burn in my heart. Okay, this is crazy talk. I got you. We'll ignore it. Crazy talk. Wielder of this +4 shock burst kukri. It's a +2 insight bonus to attack rolls against enemies armed with shields. +2 bonus damage rolls against enemies armed with two-handed weapons. That is really good. That is a really, really good weapon. Okay, let's open this secret passage. Okay, I think we chose the right option, chat. We did. That lady went. Dang. I feel bad for her, man. What else is there? Woo! Gloves. You could have done a little bit better than that, but what kind of gloves do we? Whenever the wearer of these gloves casts a level 7 or higher spell, they gain a 20 temporary hit point. 1 minute? And it doesn't say anything for once a day, so it's... Ow! Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute.
Cause is certainly different from a simple massacre. The former is more
3.
and performed with pinkies out.
We have 1.
The odds are against
Together
us.
we stand.
Skip the
I
pleasantries.
like that.
So... I have a choice between giving it to you, my friend, and to her. Give it to you. That was a good ass mission right there. That was crazy. Okay. Got other missions here. Commander's exploits are the subject of every conversation in Alu. Become famous and get Natkula's attention. Okay, I think it looks like I got her attention. Art of making friends. Before we go to Nocticula, let's do some side content. You're an audience with the harem of ardent. Didn't I do that? Didn't I do that? Why is this mission still here? Oh! Oh! Oh, you mean her? Part of me. Okay. Okay. I also need to do Where's My Dragon? Wait, how close are we to leveling? Ooh. Ooh. Hoo 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 hoo. How do ho do? Go back to this. Know about this mission. That's coming close. Visit Willardus' mansion. We can't do that right now. I want to wait until we get to level 16. Because level 16, I believe, once we hit level 16... Let me see... Level 16 will give me a lot of spells. Ooh. Dispel magic greater. Oh my gosh. I am going to spell the shit out of so many enemies. It'll be like fail, succeed, fail, succeed, fail, succeed. Yeah. What else? Who else is close? You get some new spells when you go to 16. Great! Does everybody just get new stuff at level 16? Oh, you are Paladin / Cavalier. Oh, you get a banner at level 4 for, well, level 5. To allies, as long as the Cavalier's banner is clearly visible, allies within 60 feet give a +2 moral bonus on saving throw. Fear. +2 moral bonus on attack roll. Wow. That's really good. At 10th level, and every 5 levels thereafter, the bonuses increase. Really good. How far am I going to take this Cavalier thing? I'm going to take it to 5 and then stop? Wanted Mastery. Would like to get up to possible. 16, 17, 18, 19. I could stop right there, then go over to Paladin. Paladin would give me, I don't know. You level up, 1 to 16, and then you're gonna get Slayer talents. You're gonna get a new improved evasion. You level up to 16, get X. That's what I want. I have you in a certain way, Ember, not changing you. Your power is immense. Okay, so let's go to Shamira. Shamira's actually next door. She's actually really, she's like next door. Do a hard save. It's cool that I get to keep my dragon with me, even though my dragon is not with me. I'm just like... A red-haired, beautiful demon sits majestically on the throne, an aura of bright light blazing around her. It's not the gentle, life-giving light that shines on Galorian. This light blinds, withers, makes a person burn with fever, draining their strength. And who do we have here? The latest wanderer from another world coming to seek my patronage? Mira throws a casual glance at Aru and raises an eyebrow in surprise. So the rumors were true! Aru, you really are making friends with mortals now. I must admit I find it hard to believe with such a worthy daughter of the Abyss had fallen so low. She falls silent, but receives no answer. Well, not that I really care. Does the name Willidus mean anything to you? Yes, Willidus is well known and highly esteemed in Alu. He is Nocticula's advisor and in charge of the matter related to magic in Alu. That's why I would be happy to see the cursed dimwit doing some real work for the change. Instead, he's cowered in his palace because some Discaris put a price on his head and hired a group of toughs from a lower city. Why should I have to pick up the slack for that pathetic coward? Well, I came here to sit. Well, I guess I got a few questions. What do you know of Nocticula? Puts her lips in a snug smile. Shamira answers with a venom in her voice. What exactly are you expecting to hear from me? Beyond that any other resident of Alu could tell you. Why, I am closer to Nocticula than anyone else. But do you really think I'd spill her secrets to you? Our Lady in Shadow does not like to be discussed behind her back in the scope of her realm. The entire Midnight Isles proves that her anger can be extremely dangerous. She is worshipped on many planes, including Galorian, right? At night, she sometimes comes to insane rapists and murderers and paints their minds pictures of immorality and horror. Masterpieces of lust and despair. She is the first succubus, the most powerful and most seductive, the murderer of countless demon lords and usurper of their abyssal realms. Over the bodies of her victims, she climbed to unbelievable heights, and now she stands far above the loathsome brother, Skald Benneth. Those she has proved her victories were gained not just by the means of her power, but also by the great intelligence and willpower. What kind of harem is this? What do you think? Because I am Shamir, the ardent dream, the chosen lover of the great Nocticula? Every time she grows weary of plots and conspiracy, and craves wild passion and warm caresses, she comes here to her harem. Oh, What about Hesmira? At the flesh market. Tell me about her. Hesmira is an honored guest here in Alu. I am not going to discuss her with every stranger I meet. How did you achieve such a high standing? You don't know my story? This explains why you're not on your knees before me. I was once a celestial being, and my fiery wings carried me from the upper planes to the insignificant little worlds like your Galorian. I gifted fantasies and dreams, kindled flames in the wild minds of dreamers, and I loved it. Sometimes these fantasies took shape too daring and unbridled, or so it seemed to me, but I made no effort to stop it. Dream is a bird, not a horse. You can't restrain it. You can only hurt it with your reins. The dreams I sowed were becoming more daring, bolder, and with them I changed as well. One day, I rejected the limits imposed on me by my masters. In the world I was visiting, a wildfire of dreaming broke out. A dream so daring and bold it could come to fruition only through great atrocities and monstrous immoral deeds. I could have stopped it, but I didn't. I was mesmerized by this great vision. I didn't return to my world as I would not be accepted. Instead, I descended into the abyss looking for some who would truly appreciate me in the dreams that I bestow. Nocticula noticed my flame blazing over the dark waters of the ocean. She came for me and shrouded me in her shadows. That night was very memorable. Since then, I have served her and have been her closest friend and her right hand. Sorry, I got bothered by. She Nocticula out here just fucking everybody. You really hate Azamars and kill them brutally? She smiles, looking much like a large and hungry cat that has been spotted by her next victim. Oh yes, it is an incomparable pleasure to gradually deprave them of everything they once had. First their hope, then their noble appearance, their innocence, and finally their life. When they scream, renouncing everything they once believed in, their masters, their gods, their heritage, it is music to my ears. You not for a moment think I am unaware of who stole that batch of young Azamar women from me? The ones who'd been shipped to Duke in the flesh markets? I'll remember that. I came here to seek your patronage. She looks up at you and down with a contemptuous expression, then answers with a scoff. So what use can you be of me, you foolish little mortal? The most powerful demons served me. What can your spiteful self offer me that they can't? Your mind, Shamira's voice sounds calmer, though it is still arrogant. In truth, there is one thing you can help me with, Galorian, but the others mustn't know about it. Work for me, and I'll grant you a share of my attention, patronage. No doubt you'll have already heard of Nahadrian crystals, objects of astonishing power that grant their owner incredible ability. Everyone in Alu knows that they exist, but no one knows what they are or where they get them. No one except from the smug cow Hasasmira. I want you to find out where they are. My advice is to start searching in the pile of refuse known as the Lower City. Ask for a Zephorian, my predecessor, now a beggar. If that pathetic wrench is still alive, he may... wait, what's his name again? Zephoria? I think I saw him. He may know something. Go now, and don't bother returning until you have the information I need. Here, take my mark, so that the arch near my palace will let you in. I don't want to waste any time waiting while you wend your way back through the streets of my city with valuable information. The hand of the inheritor addresses you as under a current of alarm in its words. See greed in these eyes of this fiend. She is ready to offer you a deal. I sense that more than idle interest lies behind it. Both know the Nahadrian crystals can make demons immensely powerful. We are pursuing Hasasmira to prevent her from creating and unleashing upon us an army of mythical monsters transformed by these crystals. Yet if you reveal the secret of the crystals to Shamira, we risk simply trading one enemy for another. Our mission demands that we make concessions, but it does not mean we must blindly obey every demon request. Weigh each of Shamira's words, remember how cunning she is, and do not let her turn you into a tool she can use to commit atrocities. Armor your heart to do only what you must, not that she, with all her promise, charms, will try to convince you to do. Be prepared to find a knife in your back at any moment. So you and Hasmira aren't friends, I take it. You mind Shamira's voice. Shamira's voice answers with an arrogant scoff. Be friends with the miserable cow? Of course not. I'm courting her to learn her secrets, but it's a constant struggle not to be put in her place. Baphomet's minions are far too bold here in Alu. Tell me about these crystals you're interested in. I already know about the crystals. Where should I look for a Zephorian? In the depths, if he is still alive. The gravity of Nocticula's punishment should be dragged him to the very bottom of Alu. Dig through the garbage, talk to the vagrants and beggars. You surely don't expect me to do it, do you? Why did you choose me for this mission? Because you are neither a demon nor a resident of Alu. You are a wild card. An insignificant Galorian. No one is interested in your exploits. Okay, she's an asshole. Got it. Go now and come back when you have something useful. My time is precious, and I can't waste it on every mortal who fancies a chat. Gave me a big, that's important mission. She wishes to gain those crystals. I don't know about that, y'all. I don't know about giving her the... I don't know about all that. But it's cool that we got this now. Flesh markets? No, we gotta go to... Of making friends. Now this is the mission. Look at ugh. Oh, that's the guy that I saved. I totally forgot about that. Okay. Should be information down here. That guy apparently knows Aru. A lot of people know Aru around here, and jeez. Find any information on this guy. Okay. I'm not seeing any information, so we should go outside and find out more. I believe it is upstairs. Actually, yeah. No. There's a person over to. Yeah, whoa. He's next to the battle list. Right over there. Go. I think he's to the right over here. Oh. Like they're upstairs. Might be. Somebody's upstairs. Guy up here. How do we go upstairs, though? Nope. Beggars, more guests. Oh. Go this way. No, he's in the lower areas. He's not gonna be that way. Let's try over here.
I finished here. Is
Nice.
there more?
Guests. The heck? Why aren't you on? I just noticed. Why are you not on your horse? Get on your horse. That's because we went inside a building. What you want? Who are you? A beggar screwed over by fate? Can't you see for yourself? Tell me what you need or piss off. How can I find Sephorian? Who? Who's that? Never heard of anyone by that name. And if anyone has heard of him, they won't be telling you anyway. You might find a beggar in the lower city who would be willing to chat with you. But before you find him, you'll have to warn through these nice boots of yours. That's one good pair of boots. It'll be a shame if you ruined them. How about you just give them to me instead? Maybe a small donation would jog your memory. Know what? Better to be on your way now. I don't need no money and no shady deals with you. I don't want to know who you're looking for. Yeah, get lost. Look for the Zosaf for the freak you're looking for in somewhere else. If you want him that bad, ask around. Maybe someone saw him, but leave me alone. Can't beg with you hanging around. What? He did not accept the money. That is so odd. Hey, can you give me some money? Here's some money. How dare you?
This war must end.
How dare you give me money? You know how I feel about money. Now go away while I beg for some money from somebody else. Ah, yes, we can go down here. Nice. Alright, spinning map time. Come on! Down! There we go. Jeez. So damn picky. Oh. Why do people want my boots so badly in this game? I don't really see. Oh. Oh. So we'll just have to talk to everyone around here. Hate my master, I hate him. I feel bad for this. There's just slaves and murderers and rapists everywhere in this freaking thing. Not the best place to be. So I was close to my area, but too close. Let's ask the bartender. Always ask the bartender in these type of games. I'm looking for Zephyron. Do you know where he is? Maybe I do, and maybe I don't. It's not my place to gossip with customers. I'm an innkeeper, not a spy, so buy yourself something to drink and stop wasting my time. Got special liquor you should try, a true rarity. 100,000 gold? Coins and drink the liquor under the demon's demanding gaze. No deal. Fair point. What kind of idiot would pay 100,000 gold for its own dubious swill? Well, perhaps the same kind willing to pay for information about the long-dead Horson who once ruled this. At the Bad Luck Inn? Piss off, stranger, and stay away from the diseased. If you try to bring some crap here, I won't let you in. Wait, the dead... Wait, what inn? Wait, what inn? Because this is the Bad Luck... Oh, it is the... Okay. Find someone among the beggars who have information on Zephyrian. Ask the information at the Bad Luck Inn. gonna go down the list here. Excuse me, sorry. I'm trying to think here. I think find your information at the Black Luck Inn. Find somebody among the beggars who has information from about Zifron. Oh, I'm looking for beggars around here. Commoners. Seeing it.
Pay attention.
Whoa, loot.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Hell yeah. Commoner. Might be here. Try again. Commoner, beggar. Let's try here. Not giving you my damn boots. Commoner, beggar. Oh, and that leads back there. Right over here now. What the heck? Come on, man. No, I'm not giving you my boots. Keep my boots. Didn't I already talk to this guy? Well, I did. Yep.
You follow. Over there.
Where? Up there? How do I get up there? It's probably tied to this mission. You know what? That actually makes sense. Actually, yeah, okay, yeah. I just thought of something.
Onward.
If it's... I have not gone up there, it's probably because I need to, and it's tied to this mission. I think we need to go upwards, and then talk to some beggars that are up there. There's slaves and citizen.
Move out.
Commoners are fighting. See that beggar right there. No, I don't think. Over here. Open. Open. Jeez. Pain in the ass. I would like to go up here. They would let me. No? Alright. Finally! Thank you! Jeez! Look at this stupid Galorian strutting around and pestering everyone with his stupid questions. Can't even beg for alms and peace. What do you want? You're doing this for laughs? There's not a beggar in the lower city you haven't harassed. What was, wanted to know again? Come on, ask away, then piss off. Who are you? A dog of war, mutilated and depraved of everything I'd had by the cruel Mendev Crusaders. Care to spare a coin? You don't seem to be willing to share any information. Why should I tell you anything? Who are you to demand answers from us? I just strutted around. You just strutted around, badgering everyone, getting in the way of good, honest begging. The only information I have for you is where you can shove your stupid questions. You heard of Nifron. Well, maybe there was a fellow with such a name, or maybe there wasn't. I don't know, and the other ones don't know either. What's your problem with us? Go ask around in the Middle City. You could even search for him in Shamir's dark hole, for all I care. Just leave us alone. Do you know where I can find him, yes or no? I don't know! No one knows. Just leave us alone. Go ask the man in charge. Maybe he knows where this Zifron of yours is. If he doesn't, then no one does. As soon as you see our gang, start asking around. Our boss never walks by himself. He's always had his has a crowd with him. Go away, far away. All right, so now they're telling me to go to the middle area. Find the leader of beggars. He's always surrounded by people. Go find the leader of beggars. I think he said the leader of beggars is in the middle city. Maybe the flesh market? Oh. Oh god. I gotta get that stretch out. It's a lot. Surrounded by... Did I kill him? I'm thinking to myself, have I killed this man before in the past? Thinking to myself, like, let's see, the battle bliss is, yeah, cause flesh markets. Go to the flesh markets. I think it's surrounded by other. Where those two giant minotaurs were? Yeah. Oh, it's fine. Surrounded by his other lackey. Go here real quick. 20 A. Killed a lot of people in this area. Yo! You're mistaken. I'm not for sale. Demon, if I hear another word from you about this girl tomorrow, you will be selling your own brains by an ounce. Yo, Grey Boar is being protective of Ember. He's never been protective of anybody in the party. Casting an assessing glance at the dwarf, the demon stretches his lips in an unnaturally wide smile. Your bodyguard has quite the temper. He might wish to tame his tongue, or next time he'll mouth off of someone less restrained. Oh man, wow, where are my words going? Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Your bodyguard was quite the temper. He might wish to tame his tongue, or next time his mouth off to someone less restrained. you'll be the one to pay for your mistakes. Show me the spoils you've looted. Blackened rags. Purple grants is where also spells from which spell that would be really good. Oh, that's 100k and it does acid damage and it's a battle axe. Wait, if I kill this man, do I get all this stuff for free? No, I don't believe it. No, I don't know. That works in other games, but I doubt it's in this game. There's no way in hell. I know it works in frickin' Divinity, but not in this game. There's no way it'll work. There's no way. The only thing he'll drop when I kill this man is this coin. That for a fact, I know. What if little decay a club and the rude stopper? A new mighty fist plate. I want that. Dude, if I kill this man, I'm telling you, man, and all his loot not drop to my feet, all this loot, I'm gonna be pissed, to be honest. Be honest with you. Okay. Let's fight this man. And I know he's got archers for days. Let's do a quick save right here. He wants to do some back talking to my girl. Fine.
I'm losing my temper.
What you're doing.
I'm prepared.
Good.
Yes?
We're gonna have to kill him since he was talking trash to Ember. Magic.
We will win this war.
Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana.
All this waiting bores me.
Miss me already?
Okay. Let's beat the shit out of him. He wants to talk shit to my daughter. Beat the shit out of him. Totally forgot one more thing. Oh no, I'm out. Nope. There you go. Totally forgot that we have items for days. I never use these items because I am el stupid. Let's see. Give you displacement. Give Ember displacement because nobody touches my daughter. Do some. Sell some magic. Magic Fang? Yes. Yeah, good enough. Whoa, 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 whoa! Matter of fact,
No one
no, I can't do it right now.
way.
Your slaves are lucky they're about to see their master choke on his own blood. Who the hell was that? Taking advantage of all the fuss, the Mephit definitely picks the lock on his cage using its pointed tail as a skeleton key. Once free, it makes an absent sound at Raggy, winking at you mischievously and immediately takes off into the air.
Make this quick.
I will go to that man later. Hmm. How many enemies are there? Only 2? Fine.
Make your peace.
Ooh! Nice hit. See, these people don't have a lot of health. It's just hard to hit them. It's really hard to hit them.
Into the fray.
There we go. Not this one, though. I was expecting a little bit more of a fight, but he wasn't glowing with mirrors, edge, and displacement, so he just was himself. He didn't do anything crazy. He just was like, you know what? I don't need that. And I'm like, actually, you do. Actually, you kind of do.
Out of my way!
You're in my way.
Go ahead, keep on fighting my dinosaurs. See what happens.
I will resist.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
I am curious to find out what sort of loot he has on the ground, honestly. And at the same time, he literally gave me a mission, and there's a little thing that just escaped, and maybe I can find out something new. I really want that battle axe. I really want at least the battle axe, or at least the robe. It's just gonna give me the coin, and I'm just gonna be mad. I mean, I'm gonna be so mad. He's just gonna give me the coin. Oh my gosh. I will give you this coin and a ring of protection and a cloak of protection, and I'm gonna be like, are you fucking kidding me?
Surrender or else!
It's hit. Nice hit. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, easy fight. Please. I was so right. I was so right. I was so right. I was so right. I was on the point. Okay. Listen. This is what we're gonna do. What did he just give us? Lesser braces of archery, and then his leather armor +3. We're going back. No, do you see what I mean? You see what I mean? I'm over here believing and thinking like, yo, he's gonna give me his whole stuff. As soon as I'm beating his ass, I'm destroying all the goodies that he's got. That's what I'm doing. Every time when I beat his ass, that is one loot gone. Okay, alright, so first off, what weapons do we got? We got Fan's weapon. True. We also got Touch of Flaw. We want this Rusted Dog. Whenever the wield of this plus corrosive burst battle axe confers a critical hit, it deals ×4 damage instead of the normal ×3. It weakens the enemy, making it suffer a negative penalty on. It's already good. It's already good. How much? It's 100k. It's 100k, but it's really good. This is where a 30 aura which grants all enraged allies in the area a +2 bonus to attack and damage. Oh my gosh, man, there's so much good stuff. Oh my gosh. Wait, is that enrage? Is that implying?
No one stands in my way.
Inspired Rage. Affected all allies get a... So... Inspired Rage. Okay. Okay, so it's Inspired Rage. So... It's still considered... So... Trying to see this... Okay, alright, this is what we're gonna get. We are gonna get 3 things here. We're gonna give you this, get this, and then we're gonna get this. That's great and all, really good. I want that. Let's sell some stuff. Let's just go down the list of. Let's see. Gone. Gone. No. That. Selling so much stuff to reduce the price of the. Crossbow. Give that to shield. I'll hold on to that just in case. Plate of armor. No. Gone. 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 This? No. Money purposes. All of it. Go. Money. Trying to get my money back as much as I can right now. How much do these scrolls usually cost? They don't cost anything. How about do these cost? Rods. Stroke. This kukri is 29k. This weapon is 21k. I don't want to sell those though. Trying to figure out what to sell here. Yeah, I can sell that. Else. Hold on to that because that might be later. That's hoarding, I know. That's the best I can reduce right now. Dexterity +2. It's not going to give much money. The weapons are really the money maker here. Get rid of the heavy crossbow. Okay, that's a little better. That's fine. I can survive with that. Plus, I'm getting really good items here, so. And some 3, it's 15. What am I taking away? I definitely want this one. It's a 19 to 20. I'm even looking at the enhancements. Oh, I guess that one's better. Woo! Looking good. Now, whenever the enemy confirms a hit, attack or attack confirmed hit against the wearer, that's a will. Take that away from you, and this one right here. This one. Nope. That's ooh, damn, looking good. Now that beauty one, you already got a good one. Where is it? Right here. Whenever, okay, she's also based on charisma as. No, not really. It's based on constitution. Will saves throw or be devastated by attack. This would actually work on her, actually. Yeah. Yeah, this will work on you. Not only are you beautiful, but you have charisma, persuasion checks. Oh. Instance, yeah, change this. Now, are also getting this thing. It also increases the DC of spells from which spell lists and hexes by 1. Need that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. +2 bonus on spell penetration's really good. But I'm gonna give that to somebody else. Wait, giving it to you. Bada bing, bada boom. Yo, now we can kill you. Now we can kill you. Okay, now that we got the good stuff, we can kill all of them. Do the thing that we wanted to do. Displacement 2. Placement 1. Make me enlarged because I'm just gonna be that type of person today. I think I already got magic armor. Oh, I don't. Self magic fang. Anybody needs some restoration right now? No? Okay. Good. Let's do a quick save right now. We got everything that we wanted. Finally! Go. Hey, you! You're a butt face.
None shall escape!
Alright. All those weird noises.
I will resist.
Look at that. V6? That seems so normal. Hit him with the good stuff. Damn! Wait until you're level 20. You're gonna be a brute. Right? Overcomes spell resistance of Raggy. Oh, wait, Wait, it overcame it? Darren overcomes the spell resistance of Raggy. Okay, so... Boom. Awesome. Dope. So that means, yeah, okay, cool. So when they harm another creature, they get harmed themselves. No. Yeah, keep that shit. Say what? Yeah. Yeah. Feel that pain. Oh, does it only happen once? Well, that sucks. Ooh. Feels good.
Simply business.
Talking all that stuff. Talking all that stuff to my girl Ember. Why did they gotta attack my daughter like that? Like honestly. Why did they gotta do that?
Prepare yourself.
Assist me at once.
Let's hear you cry!
It's your time to cease to exist.
Nope. Nice hit. That's what I'm talking about. Where's the man's body? There you go. Then I will take his loot. Asshole of the game. Could get my money back, but no. Honestly, that should be a thing. Just take your money back. Any bow with him. Ooh. Yes, absolutely. These... They're bracers, right? These ones. Put these on. Get the... Okay. Then we got leather 3, which I will sell later because it doesn't mean anything. The other guy. There he is. For the loot. Let's do a quick fast quick save. By the way, thank you all for coming. Really do appreciate it. Appreciate the love. If you'd like to leave a follow, that's cool. If you don't, that's all good too. Lurkin is a right. I don't know why I quick saved twice, but I did it anyway. Where'd that one thing go? Flew off somewhere. I think I know where he flew off to. Oh, you didn't go this way. Oh, these two are just fighting each other? Okay, that might not be what I thought was gonna happen. That's fine. Go! Open! 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 Get through! Damn! Cool. Alright. Huh?
Head on!
Oh, it seemed like something I could go to. It's not. Who the hell is that? Yo, who the hell is that? Somebody that's bound up by burning chains. I'm pretty sure I have to go there. Okay, so there's nothing here. Can't find anything. This would make a really good, like, series on,
You follow.
if it was put in any platform. You know what I mean? Because I watched Vox Machina. They did a really good job at making that a good series. Can't wait for season 2. But at the same time, like, since they did that so well, why not do a Pathfinder one? And I know the main character is the Pathfinder. Just change the Pathfinder like each episode. Make it a dwarf, a half orc. You know, just keep changing it. I think that would be a good idea. Okay, I don't see. That's not him. That's not him. So it's not here. So it has to be on the other side. We're close. So we got some good loot, so I feel real good right now. Oh, wrong asshole. Right asshole? Oh, wrong asshole. Whole up and down thing with the... buildings? I hate it. Yeah, I forgot about this area. Hold on. Hold on. Let's F5 it right here real quick.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Yes. Wait, you taking me downstairs? I think I want to go downstairs. I want to go over here. No, I already been to the Grim Mansion, and yeah, I've already been there. And they said this person was surrounded by people. And it was the king of all beggars or something like that? I don't know. All beggars. You know what? I haven't seen. Seen more slaves than beggars here, so it might not be. Yeah, I've not seen one beggar up here. Just slaves. This is close to the flesh markets, so I think we need to go making moaning noises, but okay. Yeah, commoners and citizens. Okay, so it's near the Battle Bliss. Wait a minute. Is it inside the Battle Bliss? Sure. Sure. I'll give it a try. I mean, what? Whoa. Oh, it's not this person. Oh, nope, none of our beggars. This one's a beggar. Save slaves.
I lead. You follow.
Commoner, commoner, and beggar. Now, I know I could look all this up online, but it's like...
A bright future awaits
Yo,
us.
okay. That kind of pissed me off. Thank you. Thank you so much. I worked my ass off, though.
Onwards.
Commoners, I don't think there would be a beggar inside this building. Nothing here. Surrounded by people. There wouldn't be a beggar inside, well... There wouldn't be one inside a building because they wouldn't allow a beggar inside the building. Trust me, I know that. Just the way the world works. Commoner. Oh, cool. I didn't know I could just go around.
Move out.
Okay. Well, I've tried everywhere else, so let's try over here.
Got it.
Nice. Gonna be a hard one.
Done.
Wow, got it. Okay, where am I? Man, I'm back to where... Fine. I will look it up on the of the net. Find the leader of the beggars. Okay, gotcha. I will find it. Give me like 2 seconds. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be like that. Oh my gosh, I hate this place. I'm getting actually kind of fired up now. What was the names? They made a Reddit thing saying, "Where are the beggars?" The question is confusing me. Found the rat bastard north. My larger than I'd like. He's in the second courtyard you come to after entering via the Angel's portal. On the east side of the map, finally. Oh. Oh, and he's even got a picture. My man. My man. Yo. Internet can sometimes. Let's do it. Get out of here. Back down. Get your butt. New internet. Alright.
You didn't want to lose me.
Oh, you got injured?
The way
Take care of
was
him.
never fun.
No reason to pause.
Let's move
The
already.
pleasantries.
Okay. My bad.
I finished here. Is there more?
Okay. All the way. Nope, 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 nope. This way. Down this way. I had literally passed this man maybe once or twice.
I finished here. Is there more?
Here. Right here. Yep, that's probably it. Hold on a second. Seconds. Stupid. Okay. Finally! The dead eyes of the beggars watch you closely. They hold out their hands and repeat with well-practiced enthusiasm. Spare coin, stranger? Be careful with them. These beggars are different from the ones on Galorian. They are rejected even by the Society of the Abyss. Just imagine what type of person you must be if even demons don't want to deal with you. They are not as helpless as they may seem, and their leader is untouchable. They say even the Lady in Shadow sometimes seeks their counsel. Some say that it is Alu herself who has assumed the form of an ordinary demon in order to communicate with those who inhabit her. Perception, diplomacy 35, perception up to 44. Looks closely at the crowd of beggars. Does anyone know where Saffron is? Some of the beggars seem to prick up their ears at their words, noticing that you are looking directly at them. They reluctantly stand. You definitely managed to draw the vagrants' attention, but they do not appear to be in a hurry to share any useful information with you. Study the reaction. Athletics for me? Do an athletics check. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Answer me down! Does anyone know where Zephron is? Nice. The vagrant's neck cracks, and you see true horror in his wide eyes. The beggar throws a pleading look at his fellows, who watches you with a stony expression on his face as he absent-mindedly twists the expensive ring on his finger with a trembling hand. The frightened vagrant points at his cold-hearted comrade. The leader of the beggars realizes you figured him out, but he continues to examine you with an indifferent look. His tightly pressed lips indicate he will not simply give you the information you seek. I'm gonna have to go full intimidate. Address the beggar leader. Tell me where Zephron is immediately, or I will start cutting you to pieces. Demon's stone countenance continues to radiate contemptuous indifference, but his widened eyes indicate that your threat made an impact. The demon speaks in a deliberately harsh tone to compensate for his loss of face. No one should lay a hand on the beggars of Alu. Fate has already ruined us, shattering our lives in the most capricious ways. Anyone who dares to hurt us casts doubt on the ingenuity and maliciousness of fate. You're trying to commit a blasphemous act that I cannot allow it. Nobody gives a shit about that. Come on, nobody. The beggar leader picks up his ear, his knobby, dirty nailed fingers, and says, "A filthy pile of garbage once named Zaffron begs at the entrance to the Battle Bliss, the Gladiator Arena. That's where you'll find him." That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Alright. Best way to get there is this way. I didn't even have to pay a dime to these motherfuckers. What you're doing is blasphemous. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. You can't do that. I did. You have to treat us with respect. Nobody has treated you with respect this whole damn time. What makes you think I should? Tried to put some lore on that, and there's probably some lore on it, but it's not gonna work on me. Was it this guy this whole damn time? No, it's not. Oh, I thought that was the spot over there. Ah! You. The vagrant is repulsive. Even by the standards of the Abyss. His lumpy, scarred face makes you think he was put through a meat grinder, then shaped back into semblance of his former body and left to live out his life. His tall and once impressive figure has been shattered. His arms are covered in protruding lumps of unset bones that were left to heal improperly. The beggar is clad in many layers of dirty, smelling rags, onto which hundreds of keys are sewn. From a tiny toy box key to a giant cast iron key that bows the demon's neck almost to the ground. So you're looking for Zaffron. He's long dead, but that does not seem to be stopping. Well, so what do you want with a dead man? Zaffron, master of lies and trickery. I remember fighting. What do you know of the saffron crystals? There's a tale told in Alu, tale about crystals that grant immense power. But what exactly are they? And from where do they draw this power? No one seems to know. I've seen something like it only once before. Found the first crystal on the Isle of Bazglar. Seemed useless to me. It contained a great deal of power, but it was no use whatsoever. I meant to give it to my patron, as he would have found a way to use it, but I never had a chance. Some feeble, mortal mage managed to steal the crystal from me, locked himself in a tower, examined the crystal, studied it, and managed to find some use for it. But he was under Nocticula's protection, so I never tried to hunt him down. Willidus. We have to go to Willidus. I bet you're thinking I'm just going to tell you the name you seek, and then you can rush off to have a chat with the mage. Not a chance. The mage wasn't a demon. He was a mortal who served Nauticula's arcane needs back in the day. Kicked the bucket long ago. All that's left of him is the tower in the upper city, locked and protected by magic. Many have tried to get inside with the hopes of stealing something of value, but the remains rotted long ago. No one talking about them now. Ah, but you are curious now. You'd like to have a poke around in the tower, wouldn't you? Perhaps you could find something of use in there. Take it while I'm still feeling generous. This will open the way into the tower. When I ruled Alu, I made sure I had the key for every hideous hideout and tucked away nook into the city. Never know when there might come in handy. Here, take this and get lost. No one will throw me a coin with you hanging about. Take a closer look at the surprisingly selfless demon. Something spiteful and vicious lurks in the depths of this beggar's eyes. He looks like a predator waiting in ambush, or rather, a scavenger waiting impatiently for his prey's agony to finally end so he can enjoy his meal. Whatever his motives, this demon obviously does not wish you well and is already counting down the minutes to your imminent demise. I remember I've heard of this place. It's a tower supposedly filled with treasure left there after the death of an ancient mage. But no one could prove there is any truth to the rumors, because not one of the daring adventurers who managed to get it ever returned. The place is in a death trap. Zephron is probably just toying with us. He's pretending to be helpful, only to send us to certain death. We must go, nevertheless. You are lying. You're trying to lure me into a trap. His ugly maw breaks into a malicious grin. You'll probably die there. Or maybe you won't. You'll find out that Shamira was Shamira once. If it was Shamira sent you, right? She was the one who turned me in to Nocticula back in the day. Now she wants to topple her mistress and take her place, just like I once tried to. That's why she wants those crappy crystals so much. So be it, I say. Whoever loses their fight, I'll be the winner, and I'll save the outcome. You, Shamira, Nocticula, may you all drop dead. Tear out each other's throats and strangle each other with your own intestines. You're all scum. I'll piss on your corpse as they float by on an ocean of your blood. Share your knowledge with me. What did you do to follow so low? I was overly hasty. I had power back then, and it grew in every passing day. Lamps to belch. I was just a step away from becoming more powerful than Nocticula, toppling her from her throne. And why not? After all, that exactly how she got where she is now, after she took down the toothy old freak, Vavix. Oh man, it's hard to say. Sorry if it's hard to say these certain words. It's really hard to say, guys. I apologize. Viravaxis. That was actually pretty good. I was about to start my coup. Had even found a powerful patron, Skatha Benoth, Nocticula's brother, who had held a serious grudge against her. But before I had time to start, that sly mortal mage stole an important thing from me. A thing that could have shifted the balance of power, and then that red-headed little bitch learned about my plans. She turned me into Nocticula, and she struck before I could. I fell, and the red-headed harlot took my place. Ah, Shamira, I should have strangled you the moment you appeared in the abyss. You were stripped of everything, and once were the terrible. That's terrible. I understand. I really do. But why did you decide to become like this? When someone takes away your past, you are free of it. Why didn't you want to become someone new? It's as if you were broken and then badly glued back together. Do you really like living like that? Do you really think I had a choice? Do you think I wanted any of this? Everyone has a choice. You can leave this alley at any time, go to a place no one knows, and become whoever you want. But for some reason, you keep sitting here. Ember's coming into people real strong. Like, why do you do the things you do? And everybody's just like all tense and like, yo, get this girl out of here, man. Why don't you become a better person? And I'm like, get her out. What do you think of Alu's, got any advice on how to survive this place? Do not trust anyone. Oh, thanks. What if I just kill him here right now? No. We might be able to use him to our benefit. Not kill him. Not kill him. I know exactly where he wants me to go, and I know exactly. But conversation with Aru in Lan. Ooh, conversation with Aru in Lan. Lan, my boy, my big deeps with arrows, boy, and Aru, my. Anyway, let's go. I guess land first. Human elf of land face looks decidedly pale. Life's a funny thing, isn't it? You find yourself in a new city and suddenly you bump into an old acquaintance. He chuckles, but his expression is closer to a wince than a true smile. Damo Melek is here in Alu Ashira. Wait, Savamelek? You met the demon Savamelek in the Shield Maze, where he performed unknown brutal rituals at young mongrels with Wendigo. Whoa, that was way back in Act 1. What? Whoa. Wendigo's help, Savamelek fled from. Okay. Wendigo spits on the floor, grinning strangely. You felt it too, Lan. The bloodthirst, the soft whispers calling you to give in to the violence. Finally paying attention, are you? No. I don't hear any whispers and feel no bloodlust. Bloodthirst. Wendu, see a healer. I think you're just insane. He's not wrong. Assuming Savamelek is here, where should we look for him? Now that I don't know. But this thing, it seems to grow weaker and stronger as we move around. So if you put me on the scent, I'll lead you to him like a hound. Alright, we'll find Savamelek's lair together, Lan. That's right, the right thing to do would be to just raise this whole city to the ground. But one's demon's lair will do to start with. Take me with you, Master. I can feel him too, but my senses are more finely honed than Lan's. Savamelek's poison runs in my veins. I never thought I'd say this, but that might not be such a bad idea. He's like, this crazy bitch is probably. Aru's shoulders are stooped, staring at the floor as she hands you a scented letter. Take a look. The one who sent me this letter. I hoped I would never hear from him again, but it was inevitable. He found out that I was in the city. Of course he did. And now, Desna, help me. The thought of seeing him again terrifies me. But this is simply part of my journey, isn't it? I can't just run away from the sins of my past. I have to at least try and make amends. And if I can't, then I must ask for forgiveness. Venomous butterfly, I've heard those words before in your dream. That is what my nightmare calls me, my most horrific disgrace. There is a time when the name suited me perfectly. I poisoned so many souls. I've ruined so many beautiful creatures, both mortal and not. Almost all of them are dead now, but this nightmare of mine is still alive, and that means there may still be hope for saving him. Are you going to requires the Azata? It's hard to believe an Azata could be corrupted. You know better than anyone that Azatas are enamored with freedom, and their curiosity spurs them on toward new adventures. Slowly but steadily, I lured him into further escapades, even one less innocent than before. He believed he could make me give up my evil ways, and I lied to him gleefully, giving him false hope. Sometimes I look at myself now and remember those days, and I want to die of shame. Are you going to accept the invitation? I don't want to. You have no idea how afraid I am. What will I say? How will I look him in the eye after everything I've done to him? But I feel I must do this. I must see him. I must tell him that a fall like his is not a death sentence, that there is a way back. And if he won't listen to me, I'll simply ask for his forgiveness. Who is this D? My gosh, man, you're good at making up names. Dimalchio. Do you remember the shadow from my nightmares? That's him. I used to consider him my crowning achievement. Now, I am ashamed to remember him at all. He was an Azata once, a true hero, knight and a poet, defender of the weak. The pride of Elysium. I corrupted him. I made him fall in love with me. I broke his heart. I made him commit foul crimes that I cannot describe. And when he became indistinguishable from a demon, I left him in the abyss. Now he wants to see me again. Frightened and ashamed. What can I do to help? Please, let's go there together. I must see him again, face to face. Let's try to save him from the abyss. I doubt it's possible. I know how much I've corrupted him. But I try. Nevertheless, I must. And yet I can't do it on my own. The succubus sobs and buries her face in her hands. Okay, looks like we got a lot of work. Later tonight, people. Guys, it has been so much fun. Thanks so much for joining me. This little endeavor, we're actually pacing through. We're actually getting through some content. We're getting loot. And I think we're going to level the next time we play this later tonight. Hopefully around 9 p.m. Eastern, maybe 8 p.m. Eastern. How much time do I got? Alexis, what's the time right now? 6:06 p.m. So I want to say around 9. Take a break and get some fresh air, and yes, we will be coming back later tonight. So guys, leave a follow if you want to see more. Also, there's a YouTube channel and a Discord down below if you want to join us. I really like to know you guys. Really appreciate y'all being here, and as always, have a great one, and love y'all. Take care now. Bye.